Good evening. I'm Whiskey Mike.
And I'm Keeper.
Tonight, the global board is shifting from the preparations for a ground war in the Middle East to a multi-year stealth campaign mapping the Pacific floor. We are tracking the pressure points that define the week. We also look at a controversial data review in Mexico and an archaeological debate in the sands of Egypt. Deciphering the headlines to extract the intel you need, cutting through the noise to bring you the news. This is MPN.
We begin with escalating tensions in the Middle East. U.S. land forces are currently poised to give President Trump the option for a ground movement if ongoing talks with Iran fail. The 82nd Airborne and the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit are already deployed to the region. The focal point of negotiations remained the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. However, President Trump issued a stark warning regarding these talks, stating, "They better get serious soon before it is too late." Pentagon reports validate the weight of that comment, confirming that military planners are actively preparing for weeks of potential ground operations.
The cost of the conflict in that theater is already mounting. New photos have confirmed the total loss of a $300 million U.S. E-3 AWACS aircraft following an Iranian strike on the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. The March 27th strike injured 10 service members and damaged several other aircraft. The U.S. had previously forward deployed 6 of its 16 total Boeing E-3 Sentries to the region ahead of the conflict. According to a retired Air Force colonel, the destruction of the aircraft represents a massive blow to the U.S. coordination capabilities and the interception of Iranian drones and missiles.
In an effort to bypass the closed Strait of Hormuz, Saudi Arabia is now pumping an astronomical 7 million barrels of oil per day through overland pipelines. While the output is massive, the closure of the strait continues to send shockwaves through the global economy. Experts view the pipeline as a temporary stopgap meant to hold back a flood of oil shortages similar to those seen during the Yom Kippur War in 1973. Analysts warn this strategy is highly vulnerable, as the land-based pipeline could easily be targeted and disrupted by hostile fire.
Shifting to the Pacific, China is currently executing a multi-year campaign to map the oceanic environment surrounding its borders. While officially classified as a research endeavor, military analysts say the tactical goal is clear. By predicting underwater sound propagation, the Chinese Navy is drastically improving its ability to hide its own submarines while simultaneously enhancing the detection of foreign and U.S. submersibles operating near its shores.
In North America, the Mexican government is facing heavy criticism over its handling of the nation's missing persons registry. A recent review by the Mexican president of the 130,000 missing persons reported to the U.S. has led to a massive reclassification of the data. The review claims nearly 1/3 of the files lacked sufficient data to conduct a search, while another third were individuals who simply relocated or moved due to marriage. This leaves approximately 43,000 people classified as likely victims of crime. Opponents argue the reclassification deliberately devalues the missing and forces grieving families to jump through new legal hoops just to keep an investigation open.
In archaeological news, a bold new claim has emerged from Egypt. Italian researcher Filippo Bondi and his team theorize that a second Sphinx lies buried beneath the deep, dark layers of sand near the Great Pyramid of Giza. However, the wider scientific community has swiftly rebutted the claims. Experts state that the ground scans provided by Bondi's team are simply not accurate enough to confirm a megastructure at that depth. Without peer-reviewed research or active excavation data, historians currently dismiss the theory as a misinterpretation of ancient art.
Finally, a lighter story with serious implications for supply chains. KitKat Europe has reported the brazen theft of over 12 tons of chocolate bars. A spokesperson for the company leaned into their famous slogan stating, "We've always encouraged people to have a break with Kit Kat, but it seems thieves have taken the message too literally." While the company joked that the thieves have impeccable taste, they also noted serious concerns about unofficial. The heist highlights a rapidly growing issue of large-scale cargo theft impacting businesses worldwide. From the shifting sands of the Middle East to the vulnerabilities in our global supply lines, we will keep tracking the stories that shape our world. For NPN World News, I'm Keeper.
And I'm Whiskey Mike.
Stay safe, stay vigilant, and good night.